an early power play.
It's a Powerball power play, and the Canes get it back to Burns. Now it's Aho right to Nason out in front, and Kemper has to make the save. Aho will ring it around for Svechnikov, trying to set up something out front. Nason, Burns, he'll get it over to Natchez. Back for Burns. The wrist one, they'll score! Stefan Nason's first as a Cane on the power play. It's 1-0 Carolina.
Nason, beautiful redirection. He had to move his feet. Initially made his stick a target from Natchez, and then gets himself back in a tipping position. Just enough separation from Faravari to redirect it on the short side. Oh, what a beautiful look at the tip. Off the post and in.
Caps power play with all the injuries they have coming into tonight will be Alexander Ovechkin, who's waiting to get to his office, but the Canes come up with a steal. Aho's got a step in on Kemper. Backhand save made by Kemper. Oh, Hannah, great stuff, and it's something that Hannah chronicled in the first period as well. The maturity, not physically, but mentally, that's part of this game as the second period's underway. And as Nason gets to the puck, sharp angle side of the net, Kemper has to be ready. Nason flings it back behind as the Canes are in the midst of a change. Nason finishes his man behind the net as Faravari jumped in from his defensive position. Now Jensen will wrist one. Anderson gets the stick to it, then it's freed out, and Strome pops it home. Anderson couldn't control the rebound. Strome got loose out front. And Dylan Strome, second of the year, ties this one. 1:23 into the second period.
Well, I thought Mallenstein, wearing 47, initially created a good chance. Then Washington had puck retrieval. Anderson must have had trouble seeing it on the way in to not absorb that puck. So Strome's screen creates his own rebound, but then in one motion, he rotates and wins. Zero hesitation. Shane Willis talked about stacking up at your own blue line during one of the kills in the first period. Happened again there.
Well, Carolina trying to clear, but it's kept in. Gustafsson sends it across. Ovechkin scores on the power play. His 785th career goal, 399th on the road, and Alexander Ovechkin on the power play.
Really only a shot that Ovechkin can pull off. I mean, well outside the dots. Stepan had a decision to make. He could have shadowed Ovechkin to a degree.
With a tight turn, he'll find Svechnikov. He'll drop it back. Natchez into the Washington zone. Natchez has a lane shot out in front. They'll score on the rebound. Andrei Svechnikov, number 8 for 37, and the Canes have tied it at 2.
Period. The Hurricanes have successfully gotten to the front of the net. And an activating defenseman. Net front, beautifully sold from Stastny. He gets a piece of it. Activating defense in Chatfield. And Andrei Svechnikov as a gaping.
The unbelievable balance of Brent Burns jumps out to me, Mike.
Well, that was Alexander Ovechkin in the penalty box. Great stuff, Shane, at ice level. 20 seconds left now as the period's underway. And
if you do that, the Hurricanes have the more talented roster tonight.
And now Natchez, he speeds into the Washington zone. Wrap chance. Kemper gets a pad to it. Kotkaniemi tries to get a stick to it. Scored on their last power play. Ovechkin, his 5th of the season, is now it's set up, and Slavin makes a huge save as Anderson was out of the net. Jacob Slavin with a monstrous block here on Halloween, and that hit the heel of his stick as he was trying a one-timer.
Heck of a back check from Sherry. Good news, Nason for now is still on the bench.
And now a big save by Mr. Anderson. Oh, Frederick Anderson. Now another opportunity. Ovechkin trying to come through. Loose puck. Anderson again makes the save. Because my thing is, if it's a trip, it's a trip. If you embellish it, it wasn't a trip. Either way, it's 4-on-4 hockey as the Canes get it right out for Pesce, and Kemper with his biggest save of the period. Now Ovechkin showing a little bit of speed. He'll get the puck right back. Ovechkin tries to dance around Pesce. Puck will roll in on Anderson, who had to be ready. 24-17, a shorthanded Capitals team. With the amount of players that they're out. Now Martinook behind the net. Centering chance for Fost. Rebounds available. Martinook puts it on. In the period, win probability, Carolina's at 55%. They'd love to make it 100 right now. Stasny with it. Out front for Kotkaniemi. Kemper makes the save on the deflection.
All the chances you look for. This unit gets on the ice off of the initial entry.
Here comes Kotkaniemi. He's got to walk across the blue line. He'll get it in. Teravainen sends it in deep. 15 seconds left in the period. Puck's available. Heavy hit behind the net that involved Kotkaniemi. Now he's looking out front. Quick shot on Kemper, the side of the net.
So you might be able to generate something here right away if you win the draw.
Now the draw is won by Carolina, but Johansson will come out of the box now. Svechnikov with it for Carolina. 7 seconds left in overtime. That puck's knocked away. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, and we are heading to a shootout. In the shootout, he ended the Philadelphia game in overtime. Let's see if he can get the shootout going for the Canes. He comes in and scores!
It was just about execution. Pounds it home.
And he is taking the slow play approach here. Ambling in on Anderson. Waiting, scores. Here comes Andrei Svechnikov, 6 for 12 in his career in the shootout. He's going wide, now comes in on Kemper. The forehand scores! A nifty snapshot.
Back in the inception of the shootout, it was Hurricanes like Matt Cullen, Jussi Jokinen halfway up on the blocker side. Beautifully executed by Svechnikov.
37 for 114 in his career on the shootout, coming in on Frederik Andersen. Ovechkin stopped by Anderson. Anderson got the glove up as Ovechkin tried to elevate. Can he end October here with a shootout goal? 1 for 4 in his career. Natchez coming down with speed in on Kemper, and Kemper closes the door. In the shootouts in his career. Coming in on Frederik Andersen, it's Dylan Strome. And Anderson closes the door. Mr. Anderson, with the saves when they needed them, gives Carolina a 3-2 shootout win.
Late in regulation and then in overtime. Good stuff. Freddie brings the arms in, so his saves on Ovechkin, and then Strome, Burns, and Svechnikov get it done.